Today's update is massive, especially if you're holding XRP or watching for the next big crypto ETF move. The odds of an XRP ETF approval in the US have just skyrocketed, and it all comes down to new rules quietly rolled out by the SEC. So here's what's happening. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has adopted a new set of rules that directly impact how crypto ETFs are evaluated and approved. These changes are designed to make the process smoother and more aligned with how traditional commodity ETFs operate. One of the biggest updates? ETFs can now use in-kind creation and redemption, meaning they don't have to convert crypto to cash to handle inflows and outflows. That lowers friction, reduces costs, and makes ETF launches way more practical. As a result of this rule change, analysts are adjusting their forecasts. According to Bloomberg analysts Eric Balchunas and James Safart, the odds of an XRP ETF approval in 2025 are now at around 85 and could climb to 95% by the end of the year. That's a huge leap from where we were just months ago. Prediction markets like Polymarket are even pricing in as high as a 98% chance by year-end. This optimism is fueled in part by Ripple's improving legal situation. The SEC has already dropped several charges against Ripple, and with major regulatory hurdles starting to clear, it's opening the door for institutions to get involved. And they are getting involved. Crime's leveraged XRP fund in Canada, for example, has surged more than 50% just in July and now holds nearly $400 million in assets. JP Morgan is estimating that a US-based XRP ETF could attract up to $8 billion in inflows within its first year. Now, let's talk price. Right now, XRP is trading in the $3.1 to $3.15 range, but if these ETF inflows materialize, some analysts are forecasting targets as high as $4, $60, or even $10 and beyond if the market turns fully bullish. There are even high-end scenarios floating around where XRP reaches $20 or more in 2025. So what should you watch next? The SEC is expected to make announcements or decisions on ETF applications between September and mid-October. If this plays out like analysts are predicting, we could see an XRP ETF approved before the end of the year. The SEC is also working on new standardized forms that could shorten approval timelines from 240 days down to as little as 75 days. Bottom line, this isn't just a regulatory change. It's a shift in how the crypto market could be accessed by mainstream investors. An XRP ETF would be a game changer for liquidity, legitimacy, and long-term growth. If you're holding XRP or thinking of buying, now is the time to stay locked in. That's all for today's update. If you found this helpful, drop a like, hit subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Are we finally about to see an XRP ETF hit the market? I want to know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.